Hi, my name is Lupita and I was asked to do a tutorial for the necessities of hair and makeup that are used with the Teocalli Cultural Academy. I'm going to go over a list of things that you'll need in order to accomplish the look that we go for. Obviously, you're going to need a brush with the bristle if this is for the girls, a comb to part the hair, a trick that I use and I'll explain later. You'll need 2 rubber bands that you're going to intertwine and pull together. And this will give you a better grasp on the ponytail, and I'll explain later how we're going to use that. Obviously you need bobby pins, gel, hairspray, the basic needs for the hair. For the makeup, you're going to need real red lip liner and lipstick, brown tone for the eyeshadow, and white as well. You'll also need a white eyeliner and a black liquid eyeliner. Depending on the level that the student is in, if they're in the Juvenil 1, Escuela 1 or 2, they're not required to use eyelashes, but if they are already in the middle school class and above, they will be asked to use eyelashes, so you'll need glue and fake eyelashes. Obviously this is more for stage makeup. Okay, so we're going to start with the hair. You want to start with the hair to be wet. It'll give you a cleaner and sleeker look if you do that. Teocalli now is using the part down the middle, so once the girl's hair is wet, you kind of want to prep the hair a little, and I'm going to show you a trick on how to do the split. There are 2 ways to accomplish the split look, and that would be by either doing 2 ponytails or starting the split from the very beginning, and we'll show you another trick in a little bit. So you're just going to do a straight part down the middle and separate that hair. Okay. I use gel to secure her hair. You know, every parent's different and they know that some girls need it, some don't. But definitely gel gives you a good base. You want to slick that down. Get all those baby hairs as best you can. And see, we already have that split once we start. When you use the bristle brush, you want to keep that line there to not lose it. The ponytail should be secured right at the curve of the scalp, where the you notice that the curve of the head begins to happen. That's where the ponytail should be held. You could always go back, of course, and continue to slick the hair, but you want to get as much as you can from the very beginning so that you don't have a lot of loose hairs. The reason that I knotted the 2 rubber bands together was because you're able to do this. You're going to get the 2 rubber bands that we already knotted. You're going to use 1 big bobby pin, secure it at the very end, and this will allow you to wrap around the ponytail, giving it a very tight grip on the ponytail. And when you're done at the end of the day, all you have to do is pull that 1 bobby pin out. The hair is going to come down and you don't have to struggle if the hair is long or short or anything like that. And you put it around the pinky. You wrap around, and then at the very end all you do is loop that bobby pin through the end where your pinky is, and now you're going to flip the bobby pin so that you can push it down in, and again you're going to have a very tight squeeze. Because we had started with the part at the beginning, you know, we see that has been lost a little. So before I continue, I'm going to use some hairspray again, you know, however you can figure this out, what works best for you. You want to keep that part there. In order, something that I use, because we're not doing the 2 ponytails, what I do to make sure that part doesn't get lost is I get 2 small bobby pins, and right where that line is, I put a bobby pin in place so that it separates the hair. You know, once that the bun is in and the braids go up, you won't see those 2 bobby pins, but it'll make sure that the split down the middle remains. Okay? It's very important that when we start to do the actual bun, we space out the hair so that it doesn't look clumpy or too, we want to look like a little round pancake. So we'll twist the hair, depending on the length, obviously. And as we go around, you want to come on this side. We're going to make sure that it looks even as we go. This is very important for when we start to put the bun cover over it. You know, it's very even right now. We try to keep that even spacing there. You're going to secure it with bobby pins. I highly recommend you use larger bobby pins versus the smaller ones. They just have a greater grip. Something else we recommend that you use is this basic braid that can be bought. Actually, you buy the synthetic hair. You can buy it at Sally's. It's very inexpensive, about less than $1.50. You braid it, and we use this to give the shape to the bun before we put on a hair cover. You secure that in place, and we're almost done, ready to put the bun cover over the hair. The bun covers that we use are knitted bun covers. Usually when you buy them, you're gonna see that they'll have a string like this. I use a trick just to make my life easier, and it also helps to secure that the bun stays in its place. I loop through the little holes elastic. You can buy, you can buy these even like at the dollar store, the large elastic band, or you could just buy loose elastic at any fabric store. Walmart carries it. And what I do is I get that elastic and weave it through the very edge of the bun cover so that when she's already ready to go, all I have to do is slip it over and she's practically already done. Now all we have to do is secure it with some more bobby pins so that it doesn't fall on stage. And you want to use, as many bobby pins as you can, and that her hair is comfortable. She feels good about it. Tuck, if you have those two bobby pins that are splitting, just make sure you tuck them under. You can once again spray for any loose hairs. Those back those back hairs are very important to capture. And pretty much your hair is done. If they're using a braid, then that's when you would place it, whatever costume it corresponds with. But this is the general look. You can push the braid around just to secure it. But that's the first part, which would be hair. So.